folks, Cowboy here again. I'm back out here at the wilderness and we're getting ready to have our Saturday afternoon dinner. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be making some skillet pizzas in my Camp Chef oven. Of course now the oven's not on there, the flat top. First thing we're going to do is we're going to have to cook some sausage, which is going to go on the pizza. And once we get that done, I'll show you the rest of it. Alright folks, here we go. We're going to put this sausage on the grill. Now I don't know about when you all open a ream of sausage like this, whether you're worried about getting your hands all in it. But I just took a pair of scissors and I cut a slit all the way around, and now all I do is throw it on the grill and I have nothing on my hands. So it's on the grill and the grill's going, so I'm going to start cutting this up and cooking it. Alright, while our sausage is cooking, I'm going to show you all the different cheeses that I use for my pizza. I've got mozzarella, Parmesan, an Italian blend, and a pizza blend. I'll open these all up and put them in one big gallon container, shake them up and mix them. Alright, we have finished cooking the sausage, and we've put the pizza oven on the Camp Chef Expedition 2 burner. We're going to heat it up between 500 and 700 degrees. I already have 2 of the iron skillets that we're going to use to make the pizzas in there heating up. And once that gets to 500 plus, then I will take it in and show you the rest of what we're doing. So we made our own pizza dough in a bread maker, and we made it with some rosemary and thyme and to give it a little better flavor. So we've got 4 of those that has been rolled out that will be ready to go into the iron skillets. And over here we have our toppings. We have some pepperoni, mushrooms, artichokes. We have that sausage, and then the 5 cheeses and the 2 sausages that we're going to use, which is one red and one is an Alfredo. And also we have some cut up vegetables. So we're going to make one supreme with everything. And then we're going to make 2 meat with sausage and pepperoni and cheese. And then we're going to make 1 white pizza with the artichokes and ricotta cheese. Alright, I have had the iron skillets in the pizza oven heating for about 5 minutes. The pizza oven now is at a temperature of 550 degrees, going on up to 600. So these pans are very, very hot. And you want to make sure that you use some good gloves that's insulated. So I'm going to take these in and I'll show you what I'm going to do. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of olive oil and I'm going to put it in each pan. Not a whole lot, just enough to get it on the bottom. Then I'm going to come over and I'm going to grab my first pizza dough. Doesn't matter if it comes apart. We're going to place it in. Going to move it around, fill up all the cracks. Then I'm going to come over and take my next pizza dough. And I'm going to do the same thing. And as you can see, these are not 12-inch, or they're about 8 or 9-inch skillets. So we've got that done. So I'm now going to take these back out to the pizza oven. So we're going to come back out. We're going to put these in the pizza oven. I'm going to set my timer and I'm going to cook those pizza doughs for 3 minutes. Alright, we've been going about 1 minute and 14 seconds. I wish you could smell that herb dough. It's got a great aroma as it's beginning to cook. We want to cook it and get it a little crusty so that when we put the rest of the ingredients on it, it doesn't weep through. Alright, they've been going for 3 minutes. The bottom is real crusty. So now we're going to add our toppings and sauce to it. So the first one we're going to add, we're going to put some sauce. I'm going to spread it around. I'm going to do the next one. I don't like to put too much sauce on it, but just enough to get it covered. So we've got that done. The next thing I'm going to do is I like to put a little layer of cheese. And like I showed you earlier, there's 4 different cheeses in this. And you see I'm just putting a little bit. You can probably hear that cheese melting. So this first one that we're going to do is going to be nothing but a pepperoni. And I like to get the deli sliced pepperoni. You can see how big those are. Now when I have a pepperoni pizza, I mean I have a pepperoni pizza. You see what I mean when I say I have a pepperoni pizza? So now I'm going to put a generous amount of cheese on it. I like to cover all of the red. So this next one we're going to do is going to be a sausage and pepperoni. So I'm going to go in first with my sausage. And when I cooked this, I drained it. You can see the paper towel. Then we're going to put our layer of pepperoni. And here again, as I said earlier, when I make a pepperoni pizza, I make a pepperoni pizza. So now we're going to come back and layer it with cheese. Even if that cheese falls down in there, it's going to be crusty and crunchy when we get done with it. Just make sure we get all that, everything covered with some cheese. And it looks like that is. Alrighty. So now those two are done. And we are going, here again, those pans are still really hot. So we're going to take them back out. We're going to put them in the oven for about 4 to 7 minutes. So here they go into the oven. We're now cooking at 575 degrees or so. I am going to time those for about 7 minutes. I'll keep an eye on them. I'll check them, I'll pull them out and make sure all the cheese is melted. Lift them up and make sure it's real nice and crusty and got a real firm bottom. So we've only been about 4 minutes here. You can see that the cheese is not melted completely. So we're going to leave that in there for that full 7 minutes. All right, they are finished. We are now cooking at 650 degrees. So I'm going to pull them out, and I want you just to look at that, how beautiful those look. So we've got them, and now we're going to take them out. You see that? Look at that. Look at that pie. Isn't that beautiful? We'll let that cool. We're going to come over here. We're going to do the same with this one. Look at that. How beautiful is that? So now we're going to let those cool, and we're going to get ready to do our other two pizzas. A little more olive oil. Gonna get our dough. And we sort of make them thin. Gonna get it spread out. Now remember, that pan is hot, and if it's too big, that'll just be a lot of good crust to eat. And here goes our last one in. And as you can see, doesn't matter if we have a little rip right there, we can fix that. Place it in the pan. Put it right back together. All right, I've already cooked these two pizza doughs a little bit for 3 minutes. So now we're going to begin to make the supreme and the white pizza. So this one I'm going to do just a little bit different. I'm going to take this, sprinkle a little bit of cheese first. Sometimes I do that. Then we're going to go in with our sauce. Get it spread all the way around. And then we're going to come in with just a little bit of sausage. So one of the things that you don't want to do is you don't want to overload them. When you do, they just seem to get too thick and everything. So now I'm going to put some veggies on here. We got some red pepper, some green pepper, some white onions. And then we're going to come in with our pepperoni. Well, let's put a few mushrooms on there. We got some of those too. That ought to be good. Come back in with our pepperoni. And here we go with our cheese again. I like a lot of cheese. Cheese is a lot like butter. Everything is better with butter on it too. Maybe I ought to just run these down with a little butter. What do you think? No, we don't think we should do that. Alright, so we got that one done. So I'm going to sprinkle a little cheese on this. But first, we want to put just a little dollop of olive oil on here. Not much. Then we're going to take and put a little bit of cheese. Just a little. Then we're going to get our Alfredo. Going to spread that around. And next we're going to take our artichokes. We just might be a little generous with these because these are delicious. Alrighty. Let's see if we can put a couple more on there. I think that ought to do it. So then we're going to take and layer it with cheese, the shredded that we mixed before. Going to get everything covered. And then we're going to take our ricotta cheese and we're just going to put dollops on it. All right. I think that ought to do it. Maybe a little bit more right here. Yeah. Okay. I think we're good right there. So now we're going to put them back in the oven, melt those cheese, and get everything warm. All right, we're going to have a arugula salad with some lemon, and then we're also going to have a Caesar salad to go with it. So let's sit down and enjoy a great pizza meal. See y'all down the road.